Alrighty, Wolfpack. Let's dive into my top 10 guys that are 50% or fewer rostered. I tried to get at least a handful that were under 40%. The vast majority of them actually are. So let's start with Jeff Wilson, my number one waiver wire ad of the week. That might seem insane for a guy that's getting traded to be in a backup situation, right? Well, as I mentioned at the top, Jeff Wilson is behind Raheem Mostert, a sports car that, yes, he has flashed very, very well this season. He's worked as a pseudo bell cow throughout the season so far for Miami. He's ran the most routes on the team. He's seen around 70 to 80% of the weekly carries for the last 5 weeks, and he's looked really good doing it. This is no fault of Mostert. I just think Jeff Wilson might be the better player throughout this year. 12.3, 11.6, 13.4, 20.2, and then he had that dud against Atlanta that killed us all. But overall, he was a top 20 to top 12 running back throughout the first 4 weeks that he started. Very, very solid. Looks right back to form. He's actually has one of the top 3 ball carrier speeds on the year on that touchdown he scored against the Rams. Looking real solid. What's the real appeal, though, is, of course, if something does happen to Mostert. We've seen how good this Dolphins offense is. The run game is churning. They obviously, between Tyreek Hill and Waddle, are dominating yardage shares here. I'm a really, really big fan of if Jeff Wilson becomes a starter. I think this is a top 6 offense in the league. And I think he would be right like he was in 2020 when he took over for an injured Raheem Mostert. In 5 games played without Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson averaged 21.6 fantasy points per game. That would be top 3 in 2022 right now. He scored, a touchdown per game, nearly a 17 touchdown pace. He averaged, rushing yards, 78.4. He was on pace for 1,333 rush yards without Raheem Mostert in the lineup. He had, in those 5 starts, 4 of them were top 5 fantasy numbers over 20 points. 21.9, 32, 27.4, 23.8. That ceiling is massive. And remember, Mike McDaniel was his offensive coordinator, the run game coordinator, rather, went out and made sure to go get this guy. I am a big fan of Jeff Wilson. I think if you don't need an immediate right now, you got to plug him in. I think this is the highest upside waiver wire guy that's out there right now. I think it's a matter of time, whether it's outplaying Raheem Mostert or the usual injury for Raheem Mostert. I expect Jeff Wilson to take this thing over by, let's call it, Thanksgiving. What is up, you fantasy wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.